Hello, hello. Welcome back to our live ballroom dance classes. If you noticed, but you probably haven't because I don't think it's fully done yet, but I am going to go ahead and delete the last 2 days, those two videos. They're just not necessary. A lot's going on. My prayers and thoughts, of course, with Charlie Kirk's family, with everything that's going on. I myself was having a bad week. And so I overcomplicated things. And I tend to do that in life. But dancing actually taught me how to not do that. And that's why teaching is so good for me. So, anyways, I was watching the video. I was like, oh my gosh, Missy, you're trying to teach beginners, not beginner level. So we're just going to redo it before Mike comes down here to join me. I'll show both parts. And for beginners, of course, because beginners, we're not using cue and motion yet. And if you are, then you're not a true beginner. So, okay. So we want to make sure that these turns are done easily for those who aren't using cue and motion. Down the road, you are going to learn cue and motion. And that is actually what drives the power in our turns in our American rhythm. And so there's a better way to teach this essentially so that we all dance better together, especially when we are dancing at a beginner level. All right. Because we all want it to feel good. And you do not need Cuban motion to have a good cha-cha. You just don't. But there are modifications that we do to make it easier. Okay. So that being said, all right, let's go through the lead first, okay? Let's remind ourselves what the basic looks like, okay? Of course, it does rotate. We start on the left foot, right? And it rotates across to our left shoulder, about a quarter turn each time we do that back rock, correct? So I'll do about 4 of them, so I make my way all the way back to you, okay? But we're not doing Cuban motion. We are beginners. However, we are keeping our poise forward, right? So we're moving from the spine in order to do so. And we're keeping our feet turned out, okay, to help our balance and our poise. Okay, so now in order to lead the underarm turn, okay, for your follow, because that's what we'll start with, you need to not rotate your basic. Okay, so going back just to what I call a flat basic, right? We're doing a 1, 2, 3, our cha-cha 1, 2, 3, cha-cha side, right? So just standing still, we're looking like this, okay? You with me? What's going to happen? The lady's going to turn while you're back rocking with your right foot. So just like we rotated on that back rock, we're also going to have the ladies turn on that back rock. That back rock is super special, okay? Remember that. All right? Now, in order for that turn to happen, we have to prep that lead, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to let go of the lady with our right arm, okay, and lift our left hand up and out, because this is an outside underarm turn. So if we're the lead, outside means outside of our frame this way, okay? So you want to take your hand out this way, and the lady needs to feel it going out this way. Okay. All right. That being said, make sure you're not really pushing from your bicep like this, like a straight arm, because that will knock her off balance. You want to, as you're putting your hand out there, also think about that elbow lifting. Okay. So make sure that elbow is lifting up. All right. So we're going to practice just standing still, and you're going to open your right arm. Okay. Which means you're letting go of her. Okay. And you're going to lift the left. Okay, and you'll notice I'm trying to keep flat hands, okay, because remember the lady is going to connect to me, all right, and we're going to connect to each other, but not grab on to each other with fingers, okay? We don't want to grab on with the fingers because then when we turn, we get locked, right, and then injuries can happen. So this will make more sense when you see it with Mike. All right, so just stand with me, and you're going to practice boop, like that. You can do the sound effect too if it helps. Boop, boop. All right, so that's all you're doing with your arms, okay? In your feet, I already just showed you what you're doing with just the basic. Nothing's changing with the feet. Now we just have to put the arms with the feet. When does that happen? Okay, on what step? It's going to happen on step 1. Well, we can't just out the gate lead an underarm turn right away, okay? Especially as beginners. We want to get into a basic first, get us warmed up and synced up together with the music. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, and 1. Okay? She's going to go under that arm on your rock step. 2, 3. Okay? And then during the next cha-cha-cha, okay, you're going to prepare to go under your right arm. So cha-cha-cha. Okay? You're holding on to that, your partner's hand, your partner's left hand, and now you're going to do your walk around turn. Okay? So you turn, you transfer your weight, you turn, you transfer your weight, and you turn back to your partner. Okay? Your walk around turn. And then we go back, cha, cha. Guess what? We're going to end with one more ladies' turn. Out on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. Now we're done. Okay? So we did 1 basic to warm up. Okay? And then on the second basic, on the first half of it, we lead our follow to do the turn. On the second half of the basic, we lead ourselves to do the turn with our other arm. Okay? And then going into the third basic, we lead her with that left arm again. Okay? And then we finish that third basic on the right side back in closed frame. All right? So let's walk through that slowly. Okay? We start in closed frame with a normal basic just to get synced up. 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. Now on this 1, we're going to open up and prep that turn. Okay, so we're going to go 4 and 1, right? Blades, okay? Now she's turning on the 2, 3, your rock step. 2, 3. On your next 4 and 1, you're taking her hand over here. 1. You're going to do your walk around turn. 2, 3. Getting ready to prep the turn again. 1. And then she turns 2, 3. And we finish getting back into frame together while we're doing our basic. Okay? Yes, one more time. Maybe a little bit faster, but not too much, okay? Because we're just practicing the coordination right now. We don't need to go fast. All right, so 1 basic to start. Just holding our frame. Our partner's right in front of us. Okay? We're going to go cha-cha prep. Cha-cha prep. Our follow turns. Cha-cha prep yourself. You turn. Cha-cha prep your follow. She turns, or he. Cha-cha remain or get back into the basic with your friend. Cha-cha 1. Okay, one more time. Really, this time, really just focusing on those preps, okay? Because if you can get the preps down, more than likely, it's not only a lead for your partner, but it's a lead for you, okay? So once the prep happens, your body's more likely to continue on, okay? All right, here we go. So basic, nothing happens. We're in closed frame. Cha-cha 1, 2, 3. Here comes the prep. Cha-cha prep. Our follow turns. Cha-cha prep. We turn. Cha-cha prep. Our follow turns. Cha-cha 1. Yes. A little bit more simpler than it was yesterday. Okay, yesterday is more geared to if you're doing Cuban motion, which means your lead is connected to your Cuban motion. All right. This is for no Cuban motion with getting the prep. I love the prep because it does teach or gets the lady at least facing the way she needs to be for that underarm turn when it happens on the 1. Okay. Otherwise, if she doesn't have Cuban motion and we're here and the arm doesn't go up to the 2, she doesn't know how to, he don't know how to use our hips to pivot. And so we end up kind of doing this thing. And it's really hard for us to get around in time. Okay. All right. Now my follows. All right. We're going to do the same thing, just reverse the order. starting on the right foot, okay? So if you are following, shake that right foot for me, okay? Remember our basic, we do rotate to our left as well, okay? But it is on our forward rock. Why? Because the guy's rotating on his back rock, he's leading us, and we follow and stay in front of him, right? Okay, so I'm doing about 4 of them to get turned back around. I've got my poise. I don't have any Cuban motion. I'm trying not to anyways. Yeah, rotating to my left on those forward rocks, feet turned out. Okay, again, when you're doing the walk around turns, those rotations will stop. All right, so we're in frame here like this. Okay, I like to face my palms away when I'm working by myself because that helps me remember that I'm following. Okay, when I'm leading, I do the opposite. They face in. Okay, that's what I'm always saying. Ladies, push and connect to your structured lead. Okay, and lead, just be that structure. Okay, don't try to condense or connect to your lady or squeeze or anything like that. Okay, so leads, follows. Okay, here we go. I digress. So ladies, let's do one basic here to get synced up with our partner and the music. Cha, cha, 1. Rock, step, cha, cha, 1. Reverse. Whoop. On that 1 step, what's going to happen? He's going to let go of you and lift this arm up. Okay? Because you're connected to him, when that arm goes up, it's going to make you turn a little bit, about a quarter turn. Okay? And you're going to be facing that walk around direction. Right? You step forward, transfer your weight, you pivot around, you transfer your weight back to the right foot and pivot around. Okay? Then you do your cha-cha with your partner. 4 and prep. On this prep, he's lifting the arm more towards him this time. Okay? That's how you know not to go. I don't think I mentioned that when I was the lead, but we'll definitely mention that when we do it together again. Okay? So as he's turning here, you're going to back rock. 2, 3. Then you're going to do, he's going to return to you and you do your cha-cha with him. 4 and another prep. Okay, you do 1 more turn because I just like it that way. And 4 and 1. Okay, keep in note, especially as beginners, you don't really know how everything's built in yet, but you'll see underarm turns doing all different combinations, right? Lady follow getting 2 turns, gentleman getting none, gentleman going first, lady going second, lady going first, gentleman going second, lead follow. Right, it just doesn't matter, but I like to sandwich it with the lead in the middle. So I like to go follow, lead, follow. It's just a personal preference of mine. Okay, so that's what we're doing today, and you will see that a lot. I think it just looks really nice. I like it. So ladies, let's go ahead and start again with our basic and walk through that nice and slow. We have 1, 2, 3, cha, cha, 1, 2, sorry to swallow, 3, 4, and here comes the prep, right? We walk around, cha-cha with our partner, he preps for him or her. They turn, we cha-cha with our partner, and then there's a prep. And now we do our walk around turn. Back into frame. Just because that's what we're doing now, that's what your lead asked for when he put his frame back up. All right, let's go through it again. Again, let's focus on that prep. It's on the 1s. Cha-cha 1 or 4 and 1. Okay, the first prep is ours as the follow. The second prep is the leads. And the third prep is back to ours. Ready? Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3. Here comes the prep. 4 and prep. Walk around. 4 and prep. He or she walks around. 4 and prep. Walk around. 4 and back to your basic. All right, which ideally we'd be back to rotating if we're not doing another turn. Yes. Okay, mic should be coming down soon. I think I fit it in there. Again, you know, I'm human. What can I say? Sometimes I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm right on point. Sometimes I'm upside down, turned inside out. But I'm always here with the best intention on helping you guys learn to dance in the way that makes you feel good about yourselves. All right. And most of the time, that means doing it right. Okay. But when you are beginners, it's not that we're doing it wrong here. We just don't have that next level of technique added. Okay. So what we're doing is we're giving a prep, which is led through the lead, still making you follow, right? And still making you turn and face that way before you just step across, which this would be a worse habit to get into. Okay. All right. I give it like 1 minute. I'll go find Michael and we will demonstrate for you what this looks like together. Okay. In the meantime, you can ask any questions and I'll be right back. Okay, here he comes. I wonder, can I like play music at the same time that I'm on this machine? We're gonna try. Oh no, that's not gonna work. Of course. Okay. Okay, we're gonna demonstrate it first, and then we'll talk about some of the key points. But we are, I don't know if Mike knows what we're doing, but we're doing the alternating underarm turns and the ChaCha with the prep on the ones. So we'll do it from a couple different angles. Let's make sure we're completely in. We'll do it from this way first.
Is there separation or open break?
None.
Okay.
So we're gonna do one basic first to get set here. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and prep. Then we walk under, 3, back with him. Then he preps for himself. He goes under, 4 and last prep is for the follow. And then we're back into the basic. Okay, let's look at it from this angle. Ready? And we have one basic to start to get synced up. 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and prep. 2, 3, 4 and prep. 2, 3, 4 and prep. 2, 3, 4 and 1. Awesome. Okay, one more, just in case, this way. Ready? And basic 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, cha-cha prep. Under we go. Cha-cha lead preps. Cha-cha follow preps. 4 and 1. Awesome. So if you notice, when we were doing our turns, we did not grip onto each other's hand, but we kept flat hands so that when we turned, it was able just to go right into place. Okay. One of my favorite ways to teach beginners is for the guy's hand to be on top when they do the turn and just open it up. And then for the lady's hand to be on bottom. So, we got to bend down so they can't see your hands. So then I could just spin under here forever, right? And it won't get tangled. Then when we're done turning, we just put our hands back. They didn't see that. Back together. Let's try that again. So say he leads the turn, okay? His hand's on top, mine's on bottom. And I try to keep my elbow or my bicep here parallel to the floor, okay? It's almost like I'm a waitress carrying a table on top. And then when the turn's done, we just bring our hands back together. All right? Look at that one more time. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and prep. 2, 3, 4, and prep. 2, 3, 4, and prep. 2, 3, 4, and 1. I think the other thing that we want to mention is that when the lead, so how does the follow know which prep is for her or him, right? So when the lead preps for the follow, that arm is going over more towards her head. And when we prep for ourselves, that arm is coming more towards our head. Correct? Would you agree with that?
Sure.
Or add anything to it? Okay, so as a follow, if you feel that arm going more in your lead's direction, just hang on tight. Don't take the turn. Okay? And then if it's over in your direction, you've got a lot of space to take it, go ahead and take it. But please know it is an invite. If you're not ready to turn, you don't have to. We can skip it. Okay? But I think that's pretty much it. Anything? The fabulous Mike, everybody. So I will be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. and we'll go over common mistakes or common questions. All right? But until then, stay safe, keep dancing, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.